Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Sarva Maharshibhyo Namaha. Atah Tritiyodhyayaha Karmayogaha. The third discourse, Yoga of Action. The title of the discourse: No one can live without doing some work or other. All men should do their prescribed duties without any feeling of personal attachment. They should perform them in the spirit of dedication to the Lord. Why man should carry out his duties in the world? What harm would result from their non-performance? What good would be gained by doing them? How work binds man? How it leads man to liberation? These problems are prescribed and solved in this discourse, and so it is entitled Karmayoga. The connection between this discourse and the previous one. In the Sankhya Yoga, the Lord taught Arjuna the highest spiritual truth. In the middle of the discourse, reference is made to the Nishkama Karma. At the end, the characteristic features of the Sthita Prajna are described. Once again, at the end, the highest aspect of knowledge, perfect control of the body, senses, and mind, the highest state of spiritual illumination, and the experience of the Supreme Brahman, these are described with wonderful force. Hearing it, Arjuna naturally thought that spiritual wisdom was the last goal of man and asks the Lord why he is placing him in the field of action in the midst of a dreadful battle. This question is answered in the present discourse. Arjuna Uvacha. First sloka. Jayasi chet karmanaste mata buddhir janardana tat kim karmani ghore mam niyojayasi keshava. Substance. Arjuna said, O Krishna, if your belief is that knowledge is the superior to action, then why do you engage me in this dreadful act of battle? Commentary. In verses 49, 50, 51 of Sankhya Yoga, the Lord declared the superiority of knowledge to action. The doubt might have crept into Arjuna's mind even then, but the Lord proceeded to speak of Samadhi and the ultimate union of the individual with Paramatma, and hence Arjuna simply put the question about the characteristics of the Sthita Prajna. The Lord answered the question and explained the highest Brahmi Sthiti, and the Sankhya Yoga comes to an end with it. Now, Arjuna wanted to have the doubt cleared by the Lord, how he should reconcile the two paths of knowledge, jnana, and work, karma. So he presents his doubt in the first two verses. Second sloka. Vyamishreeneva vakyena buddhim mohayasiva me tadekam vada nischitya yena shreyo hamapnuyam. Substance. You confuse my intellect as it were with speech, which appears paradoxical. Tell me decisively that one path by which I may attain the highest. Commentary. The word iva, as it were, is used twice in this verse. It means that Arjuna has full faith in the Lord, that he is not actually puzzling the intellect, but out of his own ignorance it appears to him that the two doctrines of jnana and karma are contradictory to each other. Hence, with childlike innocence, Arjuna wants to know for certain what course would be best for him to attain the highest. In answer to Arjuna's questions, the Lord states the two paths leading to liberation. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Third sloka. Lokesmin vivida nishta pura prokta maya nagha gnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam. Substance. The blessed Lord said, O sinless Arjuna, in ancient times two paths of spiritual description were spoken by me. The Jnana Yoga for the followers of the path of knowledge and Karma Yoga for the followers of the path of action. Commentary. O sinless means Arjuna is free from sin, so he is fully qualified to receive the highest wisdom. When the cloth is cleaned, it can be dyed in any color. The Lord knows the purity of Arjuna's mind, and therefore he chose to teach him Brahma Vidya. Each individual, according to his ingrained disposition, seeks the path which is congenial to his nature. Some are born with an intellect frame of mind, and the path for him is that of inquiring into the self, Jnana Yoga. For those, the Lord taught the path of knowledge. Others are born with a practical temperament, and they love action. For them, the Lord pointed out another path, Karma Yoga. Each man is perfectly free to choose his own path. There is no compulsion. Any course of imposed discipline will go against nature and will not yield the desired result. There may be many roads leading to the same destination. There may be different routes to climb up a peak. Any route will ultimately take the people to the top of the mountain. So, the Lord here declares that man may follow any path which is agreeable to his character and reach the goal. Though in the Gita several yogas are stated, all of them can be brought under these two main divisions, Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. The Lord says that He taught the twofold path in times immemorial. So, He is beyond time and place. He is Paramatma, appearing in the form of Sri Krishna and teaching the highest wisdom of humanity. Question. What are the two paths of spiritual discipline? Answer. Sankhya Yoga, the path of knowledge, and Karma Yoga, the path of work, are the two types of discipline taught by the Lord. Liberation cannot be attained by merely giving up work. Fourth sloka. Na karmana manarambhat naishkarmyam purusoshnute na cha sanyasana deva siddhim samadhigacchati. Substance. Man does not reach the actionless state of Brahman by mere non-performance of work, nor does he attain perfection by renunciation only. Commentary. The first line of the verse refers to the Karma Yoga and the second line to Jnana Yoga. By simply declining to do the prescribed duties, man cannot reach the still actionless state of Brahman. In the same way, by merely adopting the external formalities of sannyasa, no man can attain liberation. What is needed for perfection is purity of mind. Unless work is done without attachment, there cannot be purity of mind. Without purity, knowledge of Atma will not dawn. Without knowledge, there is no moksha, liberation. Therefore, the Lord here declares that there is no moksha for the man who does not work. In the beginning, all seekers should undertake some form of work and learn to do it without hankering after the fruits thereof. And in the final stages, they attain experience of self. No one gains moksha by merely giving up work. If that is so, the idlers would be the greatest philosophers of the world. On the other hand, such men fall deeper into the mire of tamas, and it would take many births for them to lift themselves up from the bog of inaction. Many ignorant people imagine that when they give up work, they simply attain moksha, and on account of this misconception, lose worldly prosperity as much as spiritual progress. They are neither karma yogis or gnana yogis. They are neither useful to the world nor to themselves, nor can they move an inch towards perfection. It is absolutely necessary to understand the position correctly. The path of spiritual progress is slow and gradual. Sudden illumination never occurs except in a very rare cases. Everyone should pass from tamas to rajas, from rajas to sattva, and from sattva to pure sattva when self is realized. The first step is the performance of prescribed duties by so disciplining the body and mind that they take to action easily and naturally. Therefore, the Lord here declares that the final experience of Brahman is not an easily attainable objective by merely giving up one's duties. Work should be done without attachment. That is the trumpet call of the Lord. Moreover, it is utterly useless to renounce work while all the inherent tendencies of the mind and heart are actively and powerfully functioning in their own way without any check or control. Nothing good can come from mere external renunciation of action. The spiritual aim cannot be achieved by that. The question is not whether to work or give up work. The main issue is how to get inner purity of mind and heart, how to eradicate the evil impulses and instincts which have taken root in the depths of human personality. Towards this end, the Lord prescribed selfless work. He exhorts all men to undertake some form of good work and do it without any motive of gain or profit and with a spirit of dedication to the Lord. Question: what is the way to attain moksha? Answer: moksha cannot be attained either by non-performance of work or by external renunciation. Question: how then can moksha be attained? Answer: by purifying the mind through nishkama karma, moksha can be attained.